Sure, I thought we had a really good start. I liked how we played defensively in the first period. I thought we did a really good job of keeping them to the outside and shutting down plays coming into our zone. We didn't have a lot of shots to show first period, but I really liked our first period and our energy and our jump that we had. Second period, I think the first half of that, again, I think we were doing okay. And then, obviously that power play goal was huge. So that was a big goal for us on the power play. And then after we scored, I think they punched pretty hard. And so I thought we lost some momentum there in the second period. Certainly like the way, our team came out and had a lot of good energy in the third period. But you give a team like Wisconsin odd player opportunities, they're going to take advantage of it. So I thought some of the mistakes that we made, they capitalized on their opportunities.
You kind of talked about it. Really did feel like it was a first half of this game and the second half. And it was kind of when Wisconsin gave up that goal. What can you learn from this, being that your next 3 at least games are against Wisconsin, that, hey, if you make it interesting against them, you have to expect that kind of counterpunch from them.
Sure, yeah, that's exactly what we talked about. Just, the importance of how we play defensively and shutting plays down. And hockey's not perfect. And so you want to limit the turnovers that you have. You want to limit the mistakes that you make. And so if we can tighten up some areas, come back tomorrow. I think that's something that we can learn from today. But our first 20, I thought, again, we did a really good job playing hard defensively. And I think that's something that we continue to build on. Then obviously I thought our power play had some really good momentum today. We moved the puck around really well. Issa had a really great play in front of the net we missed on. I think we hit a post. So there was some scoring opportunities, even though we didn't have a ton of shots. I think we had more shots each period, actually. So certainly some areas that we can build on there, and then making sure defensively, if we can limit our turnovers and manage that puck, hopefully that'll help us be successful.
The chances really started kind of coming at the end of the first period, too. Kate had one, then you had the... essentially it looked like a tic-tac-toe sequence that McNaughton kind of poked away. Izzy hits the post at the start of the second.
Yep.
Waddy gets a breakaway. Is this also just kind of proof that, hey, look, even if chances aren't going in, the more chances we get, it kind of snowballs into that power play before you tie the game?
Yeah, absolutely. Those chances that we get, you could tell the energy on the bench was really good, and that helped with momentum. So, we talk a lot about simple gains momentum, and, we keep the game simple and chip pucks around them and make the simple plays. That helps gain momentum. So certainly we were getting those chances, and hopefully we can come back tomorrow, play really disciplined defensively, and then capitalize on some of the chances that we get.
Do you kind of want them to start taking more of those opportunities to shoot? I know there's a few times today on odd man rushes where they were looking for that perfect pass, and
sure,
when chances are so limited against a team like Wisconsin,
sure,
you just want them to take those shots.
Yeah, it's tough, right? So when you pass, you should have shot. When you shot, you probably should have passed, right? So those are always those. But yeah, as a hockey player, you got to go out there and read the situation, and if you have opportunities to shoot, you got to shoot. But also, obviously, players have to go out there and make those reads. So the good news is we're getting some of those looks, and I think we can continue to build on that and gain some momentum, and hopefully tomorrow we can capitalize on some more of those.
Obviously, when playing a team like Wisconsin, too, you have to have a good goaltending, and you got it tonight. What did you like out of Caitlin's team?
Yeah, I thought she played really well. She made some big saves, that one breakaway, right? And so I know every time she made a save, our bench was just so happy, and there's a lot of energy from that, too. So, she helps with that building momentum as well when she's making those big saves. And I thought she just really was really good with getting pucks out of the area and covering pucks when she could. So just really, really proud of her game today, too.
When you guys played Wisconsin back in the first half of the season, obviously you guys knew that they were one of the premier teams, just as they are every other year. But they've really separated themselves from what seems like the rest of the country this year and just what they've been able to do. So how do they kind of stack up to how you view them on paper and what you see in film? What is it playing against them compared to what everybody else sees on them?
Yeah, they're a good hockey team. They just move the puck so well. They have very dynamic players that make plays, and they're fast. They're really quick on transition. That was one area that we talked about, just making sure that when we had the opportunity to get pucks deep, we did, because if we didn't get pucks deep, they transitioned so quickly. So, they're a good hockey team. There's a reason why they're number one in the country, and they've only lost one game this season. So, certainly, again, they're a good hockey team. And, again, for the first 20 minutes today, I thought that we played with them, and hopefully that can help us build some confidence as we go into tomorrow.